Hey, I'm Fu, and welcome back to another episode of RimWorld. Let's get started, shall we? So I'm thinking in this episode, actually, let's zoom in. We're going to try and finish building off this last section, or at the very least, I'm going to mark it out now. It's been sitting around here for quite a while, and the sooner we get it started, the better off we'll be. Now, the second thought I had during the break was whether or not we could actually fit in some solar panels just along the left edge here. You know, the amusing thing is, oh, hello, we could actually do that, and we need to check out what's happening with Crocodile, because we've got an Arctic Wolf to deal with. So, Crocodile, you have a melee weapon? I don't think it is time to flee. You should be able to take on this Arctic Wolf head on, like so. But we'll, of course, have to grab a couple of other people just to help you out. So, let's also grab Stephen, get you to melee attack, and who else is close by? No one's really too close. Maybe we'll go Trader. I think that's the best thing we can do, and hopefully Crocodile makes it through. Now, Crocodile doesn't have too major issues. Hopefully we don't lose any body parts, because that would suck. But I think we'll be able to deal with it, no problems. If Trader can get on, or get him moving. And awesome, there we go. So Crocodile should have to be patched up. One of these days we'll stop having these animals, and one of these days we'll be a lot better off. Because lucky us, Crocodile's just lost their left arm. That's a bit of a shame. Not the best start of this for this episode either. So let's actually recruit everyone, and yeah, Crocodile should go and rest. I'll just force them, and obviously someone will get around to doctoring them in a good amount of time. That is a real shame. Actually, Orange, while you're here, we don't want you to rescue the Arctic Wolf. We want you to melee attack the Arctic Wolf to death, because that just cost us an arm. We certainly don't have the money, nor do we have the bionics and storage for that kind of, for like a bionic arm. I think that made sense. I'm not quite sure if that made sense. Anyhow, we're going to continue on moving. Now, we have a few sculptures around the place, and I'm wondering if any of them are actually any good. They are sort of alright. Okay, well, I'm going to install the good ones, and we'll sell probably the bad quality ones, because it still has a bit of money, or it's still worth a bit. Okay, that's an interesting title for the sculpture. Form, what's that, 7. The piece bears an image of rats playing chess. Uncountable policemen's floats near the edge of an image, while the image seems to express exhaustion. Yeah, probably because I was getting you to make quite a lot of statues at the time. And who made this? Taya. Okay. Oh yeah, Taya's dead. Right. Sad face. Well, at least we have a few things to remember you by, Taya. That and a gravestone. Let's see. It's awful quality. That has negative beauty. I'd rather not put that up. That one's going to be set up. And let's see. Death number 0. Let's take a look, shall we? I think we can place it in the top left. And we're only missing probably maybe one other statue. I'll probably wait for those to be installed, and then we can just easily see which statues are still available for us to use. But first things first, we need to deal with a major event. We have our first prison break. So they are staging. Okay, they've somehow defeated the door lock and are making their way out. They may seek weapons fight or try to escape. The prisoners are involved: Pig, Squid, and Gala. So all of our prisoners. Yo, you made it through all the doors. Interesting. The good thing is a blocked entrance. We should be able to grab a few people and deal with them. Now I'm hoping we can. We have to melee attack them. I really hope we don't kill him. Okay, so we're going to get Bat to melee attack Pig. Edge, we're going to get you to melee attack Squid. And Galga, I think Crocodile. Assuming Crocodile's been patched up. Yep, you still got a weapon. Oh, actually grab Galga. And that should be problem solved. Now, I think I will just grab everyone else apart from Toxo. Just in case we need them. And hey, even maybe Sparkles couldn't hurt. Slow it down and just keep an eye on people. Here we go. Shouldn't go too poorly either. And so how is a Crocodile going up the top? You're going to have to get a few bruises, but the great thing about it is they don't have any weapons. So as long as we land a few hits off, I think we'll be fine. Oh, Pig has been cut to death. That was always a possibility. Bit of a shame considering how long we've had these people around here. And okay, cool. So we can grab Squid. Now, does Squid have any relationships? Your brother Wolf died. Okay. Allies death. Yes. Your friend died. Okay, that is perfectly fine, and you don't have any other relationships we need to worry about? No. What that does mean is Gallagher at the top, who is incapacitated this time, did actually have the fiancée of Pig, who was actually this character down here. So that's a little bit sad. Now we are going to dump the bodies, because they aren't a colonist body. And I think I might just let Gallagher go free, because you're going to have a bad moodlet for quite a while. Yeah, I think that's what we will do, so let's take a look. Chat and recruit, I think we're just going to release you. Don't get food, and you get doctor care, no medicine. I think, let's see, is Squid worth keeping around? You are pretty, you're capable of caring, that's not a major issue, and you're capable of pretty much everything else, so no, we're keeping Squid around. Oh, that's a little bit of a disappointment, I must say. We've lost 2 people, officially. Okay, well, let's continue on, and obviously unrecruit people. Tell them to obviously pick up and grab those who are around the place. So let's capture Squid. Step 1, Crocodile. I know you are injured once more. You're not having a great day, are you? You lost your arm earlier on to a wolf, and now you've been beaten up by an escaped prisoner. But no, you'll get to capture Gallagher, and that should be good. Now I suspect one of these doors won't close, so we'll have to force it manually. Oops, sorry guys, I'll unrecruit you. You can go back to... Well, actually, you won't go to sleep because we're past the time. Okay, well, it looks like we're good after all. Now, Crocodile, you are consuming a fire meal, but I would love it if you could just get this door closed. So just get you to walk in. Speed things up as well, and yep, job solved. So, Crocodile, the other thing we need to check is injuries. Now, you have taken a few bruises, so it is, of course, worth just sending you to bed so you get patched up. And Ed, yep, well, should also get patched up in their own time. Maybe after Bat stops treating Squid here. And what's happening now? I've got a flash storm. Okay, this is going to be very noisy, as it is usually, but we'll be able to deal with it, no problems. Okay, yep, you keep on flashing away. I'm not going to change my mind, Fusifer. Or Cassandra. Either one. Actually, it probably should have been a temple to Cassandra, if anything. Oh, temple to Cassandra. The sun god? Yeah, I think that makes more sense than Fusifer, actually. Now that I think about it. Well, anyhow, we'll let things continue on and, well, wait until morning has finally struck for our colonists. Amusingly, morning didn't take too long. Let's get back into things now, shall we? So, we've got a few things that we need to work on. The first thing is to wonder why this isn't actually roofed. I suspect I just have to expand the build roof area. Nope, it is marked. Obviously, expand build roof area. Wait a second. Expand, no build. Oh wait, that is a different colour there. No, that's fine. And actually, there we go. Sparkles was already doing it. Nothing to worry about. So the great thing about it is now we have a couple of extra rooms to work with. We can make a few tables, make it a little bit more pleasant for some of our other colonists. Now, hopefully that's enough beds for everyone. The thing is, I'm not too sure. I guess we'll just have to see how things go. And yep, Galgo's exited the map. So Senra Lax Tokos is more of a friend now. Let's say 36%, or 36, minus 36 units hostile. That's not too bad. It's still more than we'd like, and especially the other people are still pretty unhappy about it. Happy about us, but they are pirates, which is always a bit more of a challenge to work with. Besides, the tribals have attacked us a lot more recently than any other group of people. But no, we'll continue on and we'll check things over. So let's go over some of the basic tasks in our colony just to make sure it's all running smoothly. So first thing is flash storm and volcanic winter. What does this mean? Ash in the atmosphere will obscure the sun, temperatures will drop and plants will suffer for the lack of sunlight. It could pass in a few weeks or may last many months. That sounds very friendly. Very friendly indeed. So, well, that's actually not too bad. It does mean our solar panels aren't going to be in use as heavily over the next, well, however long this takes, this volcanic winter. But at least these wind turbines will actually have some use. And of course we have the actual geothermal generator, so no, I think we're fine. We can continue things moving on. But I will have to keep an eye on everything. So let's get back to what we're working on for. So how's our food going? Let's zoom out. We don't need to see the numbers. We have field... Oh, hello, new recruit. Obviously I can't get these tasks done after all. Let's take a look at the new recruit. Hello, Squid. How are you going? Going well? You're so pretty. So this should be an interesting mix into the colony. Now we will of course start setting you up just so the work is already prepared. So let's say cooking. You have some skill. I think you'll be our second cook. Hunting. I think we're going to turn it off for the moment. Repair. Leave it as a level 4 because everyone can do repair. No, that's construct. My mistake. Try it again. Repair. 4. Okay, it's still just as bad. Growing. We'll put that as a 3 because we as many helping hands as we can get is always good. Let's see, mining, you do have passion for it, not that we do a lot of mining this map, so maybe I can flick that on to a 2. Yeah, because we need components mined on the map, so that should certainly be worth it. Smithing, tailoring, let's see, we've already got Sparkles at the top on duty to do it, and obviously Crocodile at a later point in time. I'm wondering, do we have a bit of Arter? Arter, that's not really a great word to use, is it? But we'll continue on. So when it comes to artwork, we've got 11 and that's Sparkles, and you're pretty incompetent with arting. We only want to set one person up, but pretty much everyone else has other duties which they're better at doing. I don't know, but I think we might put hauling on a 2, cleaning on a 2, and that should be fine. So you should always have work. Should. I'll have to keep an eye on them just to make sure, but I suspect we should be fine. So yeah, go and change your clothes, go and do whatever you want to do, and off we go. Oh, that's interesting. Did I restrict things? You're not restricted, that's why. Try it again. Back inside, squid. We don't want to risk people walking through the snow and getting attacked by a wild animal that we can't deal with. Fu should know that all too well. Okay, so where was I? I was looking at food. So when we're looking at the food, the stockpile is generally full up. So I don't think we have to worry too much. And the meat, actually, we're not too bad on meat either. No, I suspect we don't need to do anything more. Maybe a bit of hunting wouldn't hurt. Yeah, because we're running out of meat. I wish there was a better way you could just maybe grow meat or something, but I don't think we'll ever get research like that, or I don't think it would even be added to the game. The ability to grow meat. I mean, you could obviously breed animals and do it that way, but not quite the same unless you're using a mod of some sorts. Okay, so we know food's fine. Now, storage capacity, we are running out of space fast. We need to do something about it as well. Actually, we've got a couple of statues. Maybe you can put one of these down. Hello, that's probably the last good looking statue that we've got. There you go, our courtyard is technically complete now. It's not much of a courtyard, is it? A couple of statues. Okay, so we need to expand this area here, but how are we going to do it? We obviously will either need to expand the room itself or make a secondary room and start splitting things up. And the thing is, we do need to get rid of this place eventually. And this is where I was going on to some of the points that I've made in previous episodes, that I thought this sort of long section here could actually be used as a storage room. It's plenty of space and it will certainly do the job. But then I had thought at the start of this episode, we could actually put the solar panels here. Now they do fit, it doesn't give us any walking room inside the actual building if we decide to put a wall, which I did intend to, so you know what, I think we'll leave the solar panels here, or maybe we'll move them at a later point, but no, this will be turned into a proper storage room. Now, I think before we, actually, I'll mark the storage room out, so it's going to be the full length, and we'll just place a few doors staggered along the way, which should be sufficient. So whereabouts are we going to line things up in terms of the wall? I guess we can line it just up with the outside wall. That should still do the trick. And onto building a couple of doors. So I think one door at the top, one door at the bottom, corridor, and maybe just between these two doors. And it's not too bad. It's not even spacing between all the doors, but it will still work out fine, I think. Yep, I'm happy with that. So eventually that'll get roofed, this area will get roofed, and then we can get rid of the snow and continue working on our slate floors, which should probably even be added to the prisoner rooms now that I think about it. Not only the slate floors, but we actually need to add a vent for these rooms, try and keep them warm, because we might as well work on using this heating wherever we can, hook it into every single bedroom possible. And let's see, I think just there should be fine for the vent. Okay, that should work really well. And do we have any more sensors around? We don't. So we're not actually going to be able to finish this area off. I think it still might be worth moving our stockpile into this area, or at least preempting it. Don't think you can disable stockpiles? No, you can't. Okay, maybe we'll leave that then. Yeah, we'll leave it. people get around to working on producing the sandstone that we need. What about wood? Are you out of wood? Looks of things, we are out of wood. Unless I'm blind, which I'm not. So we're out of wood. What's the simple thing, of course, is just to chop a few trees down. The great thing is that they're all really close by. Let's see, we need to keep it within the home zone though. And hello, wait a second, where are you going? You're hunting sparkles. Well, we can't have that now, can we? Sparkles. Attention. And I think I might grab food, pop them around the corner. Stephen, put you just around here, and I'll grab a few other people. Oh, that's a good thing I spotted the animal. Hopefully that still turns out. So you're coming down. You are. Okay, speeding it up. Hopefully a trap gets set. No traps get set, and amazingly the turrets actually don't get set off. You know, I would have suspected that if an animal was angry or was deciding to attack a colonist, these turrets would go off, but they don't. Interesting. Okay, actually we might even grab Squid, who doesn't have a weapon. Right, we won't grab Squid. And Bauer, we don't want you either, because you've got grenades and we know how dangerous they can be. You can kill a colonist dead. And you guys aren't firing at the animal either. What's up with that? The animal is aggroed at you. Oops, sorry, Finn. I meant to aim you at the Timberwolf. Sparkles, I think even aim you again. Oh, out of range. We got a couple of melee weapons. So Orange, you'll move up to the top section here. Crocodile will move you just in line. And Trado right up next to Steven. Oh, never mind. That was too easy. Lucky that didn't take too long, but it has distracted me what I was originally doing. Now, I distracted myself several times now that I think about it. Ah, well. Now I'll just continue looking at what we're working on. So, let's see. We've made the vents that we needed, so that's the heating technically done. It is still pretty cold in these rooms, now that this is a larger area to work with. We'll consider about moving the batteries up here as well. It's something that needs to be, that will be done eventually, because it is a very nice area to put them. So they'll be laid out something like this. One here, and then you have one on the other side, which pulls it around here. I think actually, let's remove this line. We don't need it here. So, oops, can I continue building it? So you just do, if you needed access to the batteries, you can do something like that, but we're actually going to fill up the gaps. Now, I'll leave it staggered like that. It just shows that where the batteries will be sitting, and I can clearly see how big the battery itself is. So no, that should be good, and there'll be plenty of batteries to power the entire colony. And we may get rid of this area and design a better battery storage or a secondary storage, just in case we get another zip, because they always cause issues. Okay, let's continue checking around the colony. So, in this room we have 12 degrees. It is still warm enough for the potatoes to grow. We have 16 over here, which is still warm enough for the rice, and I suspect all these other plants are fine with a temperature of 17. Hell, the heat is working really well. Okay, well, that's really good to know. How's the power going as well then? We are in deficit. Oh, wow. We're going to run out of power fast. It is night time and we have lost power, which means, yeah, the only power source we do have is the geothermal. So how are we going to rectify this? Well, the simple way would be just to deal with the electric crematorium and just turn it off for the time being. Now, I wouldn't mind getting rid of some of the clothing if it isn't very high quality, which is just another bit of work for our colonists to do. Maybe there's a better way of dealing with this problem then. Okay, how many components do we have? We have one component. That's not many. Because the thought was maybe we can just quickly wall this area in, just go straight down the edge here, just so we can have access to this steam geyser. Just thinking about it. No, because the actual geothermal generators require quite a few components. You'll see they require 8 components, and we have yet to grab them because I've forbidden people to walk outside the home zone for, well, because of angry animal issues. Okay, well, we're going to sleep through the night and we'll probably come up with an idea in the morning. Or maybe we won't. Cassandra really likes screwing with us. So we had a turbine breakdown. Great, that's one of our main power sources during our volcanic winter. And just to, you know, spite us a little bit more, a volcanic winter plus an eclipse, which means absolutely no sunlight whatsoever. It's pretty much pitch black outside. Now this is interesting. Just this pop up here. We have a cargo pilot named Max M. Altaman calls you from nearby. He's been chased by the pirates from the Grey Crossbows. He begs for safety and offers you calmly. Biologically, he's 46 years old. Be warned, if you accept, you have to fight off pirates with this tail. No way. We are not in a great position right now. We don't have the power for the turrets. Eclipse, which is also to do with power. And we've taken a few more injuries quite recently than I'd like. I think it's better if we just keep people safe. So we're going to ignore the message. And yep, M screams through the panic and the tiny speaker, but yep, we got off the transmission. Great. Absolutely great. But no, we're going to continue on with the nighttime. Well, it is morning. Despite the appearance, nothing much has changed. A volcanic winter and eclipse. Okay, well, we need to continue working the power. So first step, of course, will be not to build a copy, but to toggle the power off. That's step one. Now, we could have done that last night, but do it now. Now, the electric smelter is interesting. It does provide us with a good source of steel, given the amount of steel slag we have around. So we're going to keep that going, if we can. And, that's not great. The volcanic winter, as well as the eclipse, has left things absolutely freezing outside. Oh, it is winter as well, so, okay, that's fair enough, yes. So, volcanic winter, eclipse, it's minus 21 outside and 10 degrees inside. We might even need a second heater in here, because this is not going well. How are some of the other rooms going? Actually, I think the beer room is probably the warmest place. Still within the idle fermenting range, which is good to see. And yeah, all the freezers are working well. And hey, even the common room is freezing. We really should be building a heater. And how about the joined rooms with the heat vent? The actual geothermal generator? Yeah, that's still freezing. We need heaters, we need power. This is looking to be very disastrous. I think it is time to unrestrict people, because we do have colonists who are idle. Now, I don't know who it is. Okay, Fu and Sparkles. That's you, Fu. So, what work can you do? Fu, you can actually do some mining, can you? How about if we put that onto a 4? I suspect you'll be able to do other work in just a second, but should do the job. And actually, that's your fun time anyhow. You need a bit of joy in your life. Everyone does. A colony isn't exactly the happiest of places, is it now? And the annoying thing is, I probably have to keep an eye on people just in case, we have a few attacks from wild animals. But lucky us, we get a few cargo pods. Don't suspect it will help out very well. It doesn't. It's only yayo. Well, I can't say no to free items, can I now? So we'll obviously get it hauled in, which will take a bit of time. And Stephen, of course, is whizzing through things with the amount of drugs that he's on. I wonder, given that this is a heavily walked path, it may be worth either... No, it's going to be worth roofing it for sure. So let's actually mark it to be roofed. Expand, build roof area. So probably just around the edge here, which should speed things up when we remove the snow as well. So something like this should do the trick. Is that build roof? I'm hoping I'm saying expand build roof. Why is it a different colour? Okay, fair enough. So pull it up and over, which should do the trick. It's not a very big walkway. That should be enough to help people out. And hey, we could even roof this area, which, you know what, we might as well. Expand build roof area. It'll take a little bit of time to get done. I think we will also have to specify the snow to be cleared under this as well. Yeah, because it's still taking them quite a while to walk through it. Now, expand, clear snow. Oh, interesting, we've still got a leftover place there. It's pretty old though. And go here to here to here, mark the corner out. And that should be job done. It should really help people speed up when they're walking through this area. Interestingly enough, they're still taking a diagonal route. Wonder if there's something we can do about it. Well, actually, for one, I think we're going to remove these growing zones. We don't use them really anymore because most of the time it's frozen in our sun village. So that's number one. Number two is just to wonder why people... Oh no, people aren't going they are still going partly diagonally. I wonder. Yes, I think this is what we can do. If we make just a little bit of a small little wall. So something using, I'm guessing that's limestone. Place a block here. I suspect we don't need it, but we'll still do it anyhow. Someone will get around to building it in their own good time. Oh, everyone's sleeping. Okay, we're going to leave it for just a second and be back right in the morning. I'm going to grab someone right now just so we get the wall done ASAP. Yeah, of course I grab someone who's not assigned to construction. And another person. How about Ed? Everyone's not assigned to construction. What's going on? Oh wait, Crocodile's doing it. No, you're not doing it. Crocodile, can you construct? It's reserved by Falcon. Oh, at least someone's doing it now. Alright, if we wait just a second longer, Falcon should be here, and voila, you're building it. Awesome. That's exactly what I want to see. So what we're going to do is we're going to expand the build roof area, just so we have a little path up to this area. And hell, I think it's worth expanding a pathway just to here. Interesting. That's not going to be close. Oh, we'll just see if this roofs properly. I don't know if it will. Well, we can only find out, can't we? And my mouse is being a little bit of a derp right now, which is normal. Okay, so we want to roof it. That should make people's life a lot easier to walk up, which is probably also a good idea if I say remove the snow. Something like that should do the trick. Yep, and actually even here. So realize there's just a small little gap there. So it should get started. Yep, awesome. That's what I want to see, Stephen. And the roofing as well. And there's the roofing. Actually, the roofing could make it, so we might not have needed this block after all. Maybe we have to do it with a raid. Don't these people love us yet? The amount of people we've released. Senwa lacks Tokos. So how big's the group, and should we panic? We should panic. We should definitely panic. Oh, that's quite a few. That's probably very similar size to our colony, but that's not the point. Okay, so what are we going to do? They're going to prepare for a while, we know that, so we should be able to build maybe a trap or two. Now we do have a little bit of steel, not much, which is a bit of a shame. That does mean we'll have to set up the restrictions once more, like so. What else can we do? Well, we need more power in the colony, because it is causing a few issues. It's still above 0, these locations. Interesting. You know, we're in a volcanic winter, but we do actually get a lot of sun. It's just not visible. Hopefully that's not a bug. I'd rather it not be a bug. Okay, probably just need a bit of time. So that does actually mean that these turrets will be active. Yeah, or the 2 turrets. It's not really many, is it? Okay, now we're building more steel deadfall traps right away. And also marking auto rearm, because I realise that's not a thing yet. So let's see if we can put all those traps and maybe... Oh, we don't have enough steel for all that. No way. Okay, probably just cancel that, and let's see, 70, 140. We don't have enough, do we? Where is it again? No, we don't. So if I cancel one job, that should be fine. Hopefully this still turns out. So I'm actually going to nick someone right away, because the sooner we get it built, the better off we'll be. And I don't think Toxo can construct, so maybe Falcon. It's Sparkles. Sparkles, you decided to build both of them? I won't stop you. And I also need to keep an eye on them, and they're at the top right. Top right? Oh, where are they? Oh, I've lost location. Oh, they're up here. And yet you are sitting up there for a little bit of time. Oh, restrictions, home zone, excellent. Should be fine. So Squid, what are you doing? You're cleaning dirt. Oh, and we have a mad animal attacking Falcon. It's not the timing. Come on, game. Come on, Cassandra. Come on, Lucifer. Okay, so where is Falcon, by the way, then? Falcon is in this area. You're using the telescope. Interesting. So, does a wild animal attack someone who is distracted? Because I'm very sure people who are doing, playing with, what's this, the horse pins, horseshoe pin, and the telescope. We know that, I think horseshoe pin, we know that people have been attacked by animals before. So it's probably based on, like, maybe if the person or the character or a colonist is distracted. Interesting. Okay, well, Falcon, I'm actually going to set you up ASAP. And Sparkles, we do need you to build those traps, so I'm going to let you do that. And Squid is on the way back anyhow. So, hunting Falcon. Yep, the animal makes its way through, no problems, which is a real pain. And, Falcon is actually... Oh, you're hunting Squid now. No. Squid doesn't even have a weapon. Can't believe I haven't set that up quite yet. Okay, I'm going to have to quickly do it now. Shooting of 6, melee of 4. What's a good weapon for you then? I think we're just going to go with a pillar. Awful quality? No, we can do better than that. Normal quality. That's not really much better, but at least it's something. So we're going to grab Trader. You're going to have melee attack. I think Sparkles will also get you to melee attack. And Falcon will get you to melee attack. And that should be enough. Oh, Squid certainly didn't make it in time. Hopefully our people get there. Don't suspect we'll have too much of an issue, but cool thing is that'll give us a bit of extra meat because we are slowly running out. I say slowly. Yep. See how this goes, and Falcon. Cool. I don't think the dog will continue to attack us because it is focused completely on Squid now. And oops, Timberwolf Revenge. Of course that would happen. Lovely. Now there are probably also a few on the map, but at least the turrets this time around should actually focus fire on them. So all I'll be doing now is restricting everyone to Area 1 and making sure we've dealt with this animal completely. So Trader, you're in yet? Oh, there we go. Job done. But Falcon, of course, needs to be patched up. Only a single scratch. That's not too bad. You know, one of these days we're going to get a lot of bionic parts and just replace everyone's arms. Because it seems to be one of the things we've lost quite a lot in our colony. So Falcon, I'm going to force you back in bed. And I think Sparkles, we're actually going to get you to melee attack the Timberwolf to death. Good. And, oh, we need a few things constructed. And lovely, Bat's doing it. I don't need to tell anyone to get it done. I will, of course, need to keep an eye on where possible Timberwolves are on the map, if they are coming through the main entrance here. Or if, or when these guys are coming in. I suspect we're fine. But interestingly enough, we've got a grizzly bear that's self-tamed. I didn't really want a grizzly bear, but we've got one. So what can we do with a grizzly bear? It can do everything we want. We should train grizzly bears. I love that idea. We will, of course, restrict it to within the home area, which will keep it safe, quote-unquote safe. It's probably going to eat a lot of food. Oh, this will be interesting. I don't think we've had a grizzly bear before. But now we have to deal with the raid, because it is time. It's a lot of people now, not too keen on it, but unfortunately we're going to have to leave it for another episode. Oh, another episode. I was wondering why that went transparent there. We're going to have to leave it for another episode because it, of course, is time. Now, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed this episode, if you have anything to say, feel free to leave it in the comments below. But, as I've said in the past, and will say in the future, I'll see you around sometime.